What is my X11 doing with Ctrl-Period and how can I disable it? How do I disable whatever X window system-wide setting is intercepting Ctrl-Period for some kind of special input pop-up? More detail. I'm trying to bind an Emacs command to Ctrl-Period, C-. which worked fine on a previous system. On this new computer there seems to be something going on at the X level, xinput. XKB, that's intercepting the keystroke so that Emacs, or most other applications, simply aren't seeing it. Instead, when I press period while holding Ctrl, a small underlined E appears, either in line when I'm in a graphical window, or as a pop-up on a terminal or Emacs window, see images below. If I type further characters, they show up after the underlined E, also underlined. The later characters can be backspaced, but the E cannot, and remains until I press either Enter, Escape, or a second Ctrl-Period. In the latter two cases, a second C- or Escape, all the underlined characters disappear with no other effect, while in the former case, Enter, they disappear, but immediately send the following keystrokes. This is clearly happening at the window system level, because if I press C- in one application and then move my cursor to another to type, the pop-up jumps between windows to whichever has focus, with sometimes odd side effects. Finally, some applications do see the keystroke. If I add an key event listener to a blank web page in Chrome, as long as I don't have an input element focused, the key event is emitted exactly as I'd expect. But if I have an input element focused, then weird, unidentified, keys are emitted while the underlined E is showing. Result of Ctrl-Period, followed by 123 in browser location bar. Result of Ctrl-Period, followed by 456 in terminal, Emacs is similar.
This looks like the pre-edit area of some X input method provider, allowing you to compose a character before it gets sent to the actual input of the application. For example, a pre-edit dialog is used when composing Japanese text in F6 or IBIS, or when entering Unicode code points in GTK's Ctrl+Shift+U. Usually it is the application toolkit such as GTK or xlib which communicates with the IM module, telling it about text fields being in focus, etc. In this case it's likely used for emoji input by name, guessing from the E prefix and the keyboard shortcut. I'm guessing that this specific input method is part of the IBIS input framework, where emoji input is built in and the default shortcut is indeed Ctrl+Period. Normally it should show a graphical chooser, but in some cases only basic IM support is available and all you get is the pre-edit field. However, check those modifiers and GTK_IM_module environment variables for additional clues. IBIS is not the only XIM server out there. IBIS has the keyboard shortcut customizable through IBIS setup or via settings. This shows that the default value is period. To set it to an empty list, use /.